giving this opportunity.
So the event has gone live now.
Okay.
So a very good afternoon to all the participants. I could see 55 participants who have joined in as of now. So the participants to this webinar are members of our institute and the cooperative societies. We had sent this mail to all the cooperative societies. So, sir, on behalf of the Cooperative Development Board, I welcome you to this webinar. Our guest facilitator for the session is Dr. Madhukar Sharma, who has generally agreed to share his expertise with us. Dr. Sharma is the Head Center for International Relations and Governance, Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur. Now let us take this advantage to grow and learn together with Dr. Madhukar.
Your voice is not, you are not audible.
So the speaker is on the highest media, sir.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
No, you are audible. I get your voice.
So I would request all the participants, in case they have any queries during the session, not to disturb and just write your questions over the chat box. So we can take these questions with the speaker at the last of the session. So now over to you, Madhukar, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for your invitation and giving opportunity to interact with the people, those who are actively involved in cooperative sector, and which is the emerging sector, or I think which will be the future for the means businesses, trade, or different kind of the social activities. So now I'm trying to open the slides, and then we'll try to interact, or we will try to deliver certain things which are crucial in the field of the cooperatives. But I don't know who are the participants, but I try to keep myself in Hindustani, not in English, not in Hindi. So somewhere means which is suitable for the all Indians. So which I think there are some people from PACS or other societies. So I'll try to keep both kind of the languages, or try to.
Madhukar sir, 1 minute, Madhukar
Yes,
sir. I'll request the audience to please mention in the chat box from where they belong to, so that we have an idea from where the persons are joining. My request to all the attendees, please mention from where they have joined, and if possible, just share your membership number also. Ma'am, you need to keep a track of that membership number also.
So
No?
that we'll get a track of that, sir. Yeah, sir,
Yes,
we'll
yes,
get a report on that. So we do get.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Sir,
so
over to you,
this
Madhukar sir.
slides is visible.
So you have to share your screen, sir.
Yeah, I shared it.
It is visible to me, but just audience need to tell whether it is visible to them or not.
So you can play your presentation.
Yes.
You can run your presentation.
Okay. So I think it's visible to everyone. So welcome to all participants. I'll start from the just beginning, or just introducing the cooperatives, and then move to the other things which are in the cooperative sectors. Because I choose the topic for this event as the empowering communities, the future of small scale cooperatives in sustainable world. It means how the cooperatives can change, means future, or how the cooperatives can help us in the upcoming future. We'll see this picture. Just I start from this beginning from this picture. It's a picture in some places in Dubai where the migrant laborers are residing, and the pathetic situations around them means they are cooking, they are living in a situation where means lot of people are kept in a small place or a narrow place, or we find these kind of the pictures there means जहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोग एक साथ खाना बना रहे हैं अलग अलग अपने लिए, बहुत सारे इंडक्शन लगे हुए, बहुत सारे स्टोव्स लगे हुए हैं, कुछ बर्नर्स हैं, और हर एक कोई अपना खाना आके पका रहा है. And दिस काइंड ऑफ द पिक्चर्स आर वेरी कॉमन नाउअडेज इन सोशल मीडिया की इस तरह की पिक्चर्स दिखाई देती हैं जिसमें कि लोग एक किचन जैसा बना हुआ है, वहां दिन भर काम करके आते हैं, फिर अपना खाना पर्सनली बनाते हैं। व्हेन आई सॉ दिस पिक्चर, मुझे एक दिन एक चीज जो स्ट्राइक करती है वो ये है कि हर लेबर आकर और हर मजदूर आकर अगर अपना खाना खुद बना रहा है, सो ही डिड वर्क फॉर ऑल डे, पूरे दिन वो काम कर रहा है, उसके बाद वो आकर अपने लिए खाना बनाना है, चीजें भी ला रहा है, जुटा रहा है। और हम लोग एक चीज जानते हैं कि खाना एक प्राइमरी रिक्वायरमेंट है, हर आदमी को चाहिए। और दूसरी उसकी उसमें एक सबसे बड़ी चीज ये है कि अगर वो हर आदमी अपने लिए अलग से तैयार करेगा तो उसकी कॉस्ट बढ़ जाएगी और उसमें वेस्टेज बढ़ जाएगी, उसके लिए उसमें फ्यूल के चार्जेस बढ़ जाएंगे और इट विल बिकम ए कॉस्टली अफेयर व्हेन इट वाज डिवाइडेड इन सो मेनी यूनिट्स। सो यहाँ पर एक उलझन वाली चीज ये है कि अगर ये सब लेबर किसी एजेंसी के थ्रू वहां पर जा रहे हैं, वहां पर काम कर रहे हैं, why the agency is not taking such a small step to make a community kitchen for them or to develop certain arrangements for the people those who are there, कि उनके खाने उनके रहने के लिए वो कुछ इस तरह के अरेंजमेंट्स करके दें ताकि वो लोग एक कम्युनिटी किचन में खाना खा सकें, या वो जहाँ पर है वो उनको खुद से खाना ना बनाना पड़े। अगर मान लीजिए 100 मजदूर कहीं पर रहते हैं तो हो सकता है कि 5 या 10 लोग उनका खाना बनाने या उनकी सर्विंग के लिए रख दिए जाएं, और दैट विल सेव द कॉस्ट, that will be effective use, or that will be effective use or utilization of the resources, कि it will be better to everyone make food for himself, then it will be prepared in a community kitchen or in a mess. So when I saw this picture, I find the why these people are not moving towards the community or cooperative related things or cooperative initiative while doing these kind of the things. So I find a thing means in a modern world, cooperatives are getting the new scopes, new avenues, और नए नए नई जगह हैं कॉपरेटिव्स को आगे बढ़ने के लिए, या कोऑपरेटिव वे में बहुत सारी समस्याएं हैं जो समाज में सोल्व की जा सकती है। क्योंकि कोऑपरेटिव एक ऐसा सिस्टम है जिसमें लोग अपने आसपास की चीजों के लिए, अपने काम के लिए या अपनी जरूरतों के लिए एक दूसरे के साथ जुड़ते हैं, या फिर वो कुछ ऐसे अरेंजमेंट्स को डेवलप करते हैं जिनसे कि उनकी लाइफ में जो छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं उनको डील किया जा सके, नो प्रॉफिट सिस्टम में जाकर उनको काम किया जा सके। जैसे जब इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव्स की बात आती है तो ऐसा कहा जाता है कि कोऑपरेटिव्स को इंडिया में रॉबर्ट ओवन के बाद जब ब्रिटेन में या यूरोप में कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम इंट्रोड्यूस किए गए थे, तो इंडिया में भी कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम डेवलप किया गया, चेन्नई में, मद्रास में। वहां पर सबसे पहले कोऑपरेटिव्स के ऊपर बात करनी शुरुआत हुई। उसके बाद हम लोग देखते हैं कि इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव्स के एक्ट आए 1912 में, या उससे पहले भी कोऑपरेटिव को रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया, इंडिया के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में उसको रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया, फंडामेंटल राइट्स में भी कोऑपरेटिव्स को लाया गया। तो ऐसा कहा जाता है कि कोऑपरेटिव्स को इंडिया में इंट्रोड्यूस करने के पीछे एक पूरा कॉलोनियल पीरियड का जो इंसेप्शन है या जो शुरुआती बीज है वो कॉलोनियल पीरियड में है। लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कोऑपरेटिव्स इंडिया में कॉलोनियल पीरियड में नहीं है, इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव्स बहुत पहले से है। इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव्स की बातें पहले भी थी, आज भी है, और उसका फ्यूचर भी है। अगर हम बहुत पीछे जाकर अपने कुछ पुराने लिटरेचर को देखते हैं तो वहां पर कुछ ऐसे राइटिंग्स हैं या कुछ ऐसी बातें कही गई हैं जहां पर कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम दिखता है। जैसे तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद से एक श्लोक है कि ओम सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै। इवन अगर हम कहीं जाएं, इंडिया के स्कूल्स में देखें तो वहां पर इस श्लोक को कई बार जब वो लोग लंच के लिए जाते हैं बच्चे, तो वहां पर पढ़ाया जाता है बहुत सारे स्कूल्स में कि लेकिन उसका भोजन से कोई मतलब नहीं है, उसका खाने से कोई मतलब नहीं है। मीन्स वो कई स्कूल में मैंने देखा है कि भोजन मंत्र की तरह उस मंत्र को यूज किया जाता है। दैट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू फूड, उसका फूड से कोई मतलब नहीं है। उसका सीधा सा मतलब है कि जो गॉड है वो हमको ऐसे ब्लेस करे कि हम साथ में काम करें, साथ में प्रोस्पर हो, साथ में हमारी ग्रोथ हो। मीन्स ये एक कम्युनिटेरियन थॉट के ऊपर आता है जो कहीं ना कहीं कोऑपरेटिव आइडियाज को डेवलप कर रहा है, कि ये कोऑपरेटिव्स के सिस्टम को प्रमोट करने वाला दिखता है, कि ये बता रहा है कि हम वी ऑल टुगेदर grow, we all together learn, we all together get the prosperity. So these kind of the things were there in Indian literature or ancient Indian literature, where people were trying or people were asked to come together for their common causes. ये चीज इंडिया के एग्रीकल्चर सिस्टम में भी बाद में दिखती है कि भारत में जो एग्रीकल्चर सिस्टम था या गांव में खेती करने के तरीके थे, उसमें भी ये चीजें थी कि लोग एक साथ आ रहे थे, दे वर वर्किंग टुगेदर फॉर देयर cultivation, for harvesting, for different kind of the activities they did in the groups कि और वो लोग उनका पैटर्न ये था कि पहले वन बाय वन फैमिलीज को हेल्प करेंगे। एक आदमी के पास अपने 2 बैल है, लेकिन जब वो अपना खेत में कुछ कल्टीवेशन करने जाएगा तो 4-5 लोग और अपने बैल लेके आकर उसका हेल्प करेंगे और वो बाद में रेसिप्रोकेट करेगा। सो that kind of the system was there in Indian system, which we are finding nowadays as a cooperatives. But मॉडर्न टाइम में इसकी किस तरह की सिचुएशन है, इसका फ्यूचर क्या है, या इसमें नए प्रोस्पेक्ट्स क्या हो सकते हैं कोऑपरेटिव्स के ऊपर? इंडिया में बहुत सारी बातें हैं, बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, बहुत सारी तरीके की एक्टिविटीज भी चल रही हैं इंडिया में। बहुत बड़ा एक मींस बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज और ट्रेड एक्टिविटीज में कोऑपरेटिव्स काफी कुछ दिखता है। सो कोऑपरेटिव हैव too much spread in the country. It is involved in so many business or trade activities or manufacturing activities, but it is still have lot of scope. What will be the future? How it will make capable, or how it can means improve the people's life, or it can improve their capacity to work. So lot of things are there, still have a scope in the cooperatives. So simply if we discuss about the cooperatives, means cooperative means a autonomous organization or association of person which is united on the voluntary basis, where they have a common objective or common goals or common needs or aspirations through the jointly owned property or democratically owned. So this is a very common definition which is given by the cooperatives, means where the objective is common, where people are coming for non-profit means aspects, where people are not greedy, people are trying to come together to solve their day-to-day problems. So we usually find, means whenever we discuss about the cooperatives, we used to say working together for a shared aim, for common resource management, for common well-being, for no personal profit, or common use of the amenities. These are the ways how we used to explain the cooperatives. Means cooperative एक ऐसी चीज है जिसमें लोग साथ में आ रहे हैं किसी एक कॉमन काम के लिए, जो वो अलग अलग रहकर नहीं कर सकते, या जिस कामों के लिए उनके रिसोर्सेज का मोबिलाइजेशन की जरूरत है, कि किसी के पास हल है, किसी के पास बैल है, किसी के पास एक ट्रैक्टर है, दूसरे के पास कोई रोटावेटर है, या उसके पास कोई अपना दूसरा स्किल या टूल है, उसको वो कॉमनली शेयर करते हैं। तो उस तरह की चीजों में कोऑपरेटिव्स की आइडियाज इंडिया में देखे गए हैं। बट व्हाट इज द सिनेरियो इन मॉडर्न टाइम, कि आज के जमाने में कोऑपरेटिव्स किस तरीके से है, हाउ वी फाइंड द कोऑपरेटिव्स इन मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड, दैट इज मोर क्रूशियल थिंग, एंड what are the major prospects are available in the cooperatives, so that we'll try to explore here. शुरुआत एक ये है कि पिछले कुछ दिनों में हिंदुस्तान में, और स्पेशली इन करंट गवर्नमेंट, देयर वाज ए ह्यूज फोकस ऑन द कोऑपरेटिव्स। इवन अ न्यू मिनिस्ट्री वाज क्रिएटेड फॉर द कोऑपरेटिव्स। इंडिया में पहले सहकारिता मंत्रालय कृषि मंत्रालय के साथ होता था। 2021 में एक नया मंत्रालय बनाया गया जो कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्टर है, जिसकी और मेजरली अभी तक वो होम मिनिस्टर के साथ ही रहा है, कि होम मिनिस्टर इज हेडिंग Ministry of Cooperatives. So Ministry of Cooperative is created in the country for the some new kind of the means development in the country, or to taking some new opportunities under the umbrella of the cooperatives. So in July 6, 2021, there is a new ministry created from the Agriculture Ministry, and now there is a Ministry for the Cooperatives in India. Even Prime Minister of India also focused on it, means what should be the objectives, what should be the vision of the cooperative ministry. So he gave a concept that is पंच प्रण बोलते हैं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर की 5 प्रतिज्ञाएं हैं, या प्रधानमंत्री की 5 प्रण करके कंसेप्ट जो उन्होंने 15 अगस्त 2022 को लाल किला से बोला है, जिसमें उन्होंने कहा है कि वी हैव द 5 ऑब्जेक्टिव्स व्हाइल वी आर एम्पावरिंग कोऑपरेटिव्स ऑफ द नेशन। फर्स्ट, टू गोल टू डेवलप्ड इंडिया, कि हमें सबसे पहले भारत को विकसित बनाना है कोऑपरेटिव्स के थ्रू। हमें ट्रेसेस ऑफ कॉलोनियल माइंडसेट को, या जो कॉलोनियल उपनिवेशवाद के जो सिम्टम्स हैं या जो ट्रेसेस हैं, उनको खत्म करना है, कि हमें अपने सिस्टम्स को डेवलप करना है, मजबूत करना है। देन टेक प्राइड टू आवर रूट्स, कि हमें अपने जो ट्रेडिशनल रूट्स हैं या ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज है या हमारी जो पुरानी विशेषताएं हैं, उनको एस्टेब्लिश करना है, यूनिटी को प्रमोट करना है। एंड देन सेंस ऑफ ड्यूटी अमंग द सिटीजन, मीन सिटीजन्स की ड्यूटीज को एम्पावर करना है थ्रू द कोऑपरेटिव्स. सो दीज आर द some objectives or visions were created in new India, or where we are planning to develop India through the cooperative institutions or cooperative development. So वहां पर एक नारा भी दिया गया कि सहकार से समृद्धि, means if we want the prosperity, it should came or it may came by so cooperative efforts or cooperative well-being. So इस तरह की बहुत सारी बातें पिछले कुछ समय में हुई है हिंदुस्तान में कि कॉपरेटिव्स को प्रमोट किया जाना चाहिए, कोऑपरेटिव्स के ऊपर नए तरीके से काम किया जाना चाहिए, या कोऑपरेटिव्स के बारे में सोचा जाना चाहिए. तो हम जानते हैं कि जब हम कोऑपरेटिव्स को प्रमोट करने की बात करते हैं तो कुछ कोऑपरेटिव के प्रिंसिपल्स हैं जिनको हमें प्रमोट करना पड़ेगा, या जिनसे कोऑपरेटिव्स चलता है. तो कोऑपरेटिव 7 प्रिंसिपल्स को फॉलो करता है, विच इज कॉमन टू एवरीवन, और कोऑपरेटिव मेंबर्स नोज वेरी वेल दैट 7 प्रिंसिपल मींस ओपन वॉलंटरी मेंबरशिप. अगर आप कोई भी कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एस्टेब्लिश कर रहे हैं तो वहां मेंबरशिप जो होगी वो सबके लिए खुली होगी. इट शुड नॉट बी अ क्लोज मेंबरशिप, मींस दोज वांट इंटरेस्टेड पार्टीज और दोज वांट टू टेक पार्टिसिपेट इन इट, दे कैन कम एंड दे विल बी वेलकम. इट मस्ट हैव ए डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्रोल, कि इसका जो कंट्रोल है वो अथॉरिटेटिव नहीं है, वन मैन शो नहीं है, किसी एक की बपौती नहीं है. इट इज थ्रू द डेमोक्रेटिक और पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ द मेंबर्स. देन ऑटोनॉमी एंड इंडिपेंडेंस, इसकी अपने काम करने की एक ऑटोनॉमी रहेगी, इंडिपेंडेंस होगी, ये किसी के कंट्रोल का नहीं है. एजुकेशन, ट्रेनिंग, इंफॉर्मेशन इज द बिगेस्ट पार्ट इन द कोऑपरेटिव्स की, मींस जो भी लोग हैं उसमें उनको इन्फॉर्म होना चाहिए, उनका ट्रेन होना चाहिए, उनकी एजुकेशन पर काम होना चाहिए. मेंबर्स शुड बी इन्फॉर्म्ड अबाउट द ईच एंड एवरी एक्शन. एंड कोऑपरेशन अमंग द कोऑपरेटिव्स, एक ये भी है कि एक कोऑपरेटिव दूसरे कोऑपरेटिव्स के साथ कोऑपरेट करेगा तो ज्यादा अच्छे रिजल्ट्स पा सकता है. और कंसर्न ऑफ कम्युनिटी मींस कोऑपरेटिव्स शुड हैव ए कंसर्न फॉर द कोऑपरेटिव्स. सो ये सब बातें आज के कोऑपरेटिव्स को बढ़ाने के लिए कही गई है, इन सब बातों पर काम किया जा रहा है. लेकिन अगर हम ये देखें कि व्हाट इज द अचीवमेंट, व्हाट इंडिया अचीव्ड और रिसीव्ड आफ्टर हैविंग अ सो लॉन्ग कोऑपरेटिव मूवमेंट, हम अगर कहें कि हिंदुस्तान में कोऑपरेटिव्स के लगभग 112 साल का इतिहास अभी तक है, जो रिटर्न हिस्ट्री में कहे, या जिस जो मॉडर्न कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम है जिसको डेवलप किया गया है, लगभग उसमें 112 साल हो चुके हैं. 112 साल से हम लोग कोऑपरेटिव्स के लॉज और कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज को रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं, उनके काम करने के तरीकों को देख रहे हैं. सो इस तरीके का हमें दिख रहा है. लेकिन हम अगर पीछे जाकर भारत में कोऑपरेटिव्स के इतिहास को देखते हैं तो उसमें दिखता है कि कुछ सेक्टर हैं जहां पर हमें कोऑपरेटिव बहुत क्लियरली विजिबल होता है, या कोऑपरेटिव्स की इंपॉर्टेंस बहुत क्लियरली दिखती है. जैसे उसमें हमारे पास सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट जो सेक्टर्स हैं जहाँ पे कोऑपरेटिव्स ने बहुत सारा काम किया है, उसमें हमको ज्यादातर दिख रहे हैं कि शुगर फैक्ट्रीज हैं, टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, डेयरी फार्मिंग, डेयरी इंडस्ट्रीज है, पोल्ट्री है, फिशरीज है, बैंकिंग है, हाउसिंग है, कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेज हैं, बहुत सारी छोटी बड़ी फैक्ट्रियां हैं, एग्री एंड एग्रो प्रोडक्ट है, एग्रीकल्चरल एस्पेक्ट्स हैं, एग्रो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर थिंग्स आल्सो देयर. So these are the things are happening. Handloom is also happening there. So lot of things happened in the country. Means हम अमूल के, इफ्को के, लिज्जत पापड़ के, शुद्ध गिरनी मिल्स के, शुगर मिल्स के, और बहुत सारे बैंक्स के देखते हैं तो एग्जांपल्स हमारे सामने आते हैं. इवन हाउसिंग सोसाइटीज में बहुत सारी कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज हमको दिखती हैं जिन्होंने बहुत सक्सेसफुली लोगों के लिए घरों का अरेंजमेंट और उनकी कॉमन एमिनिटीज के अरेंजमेंट किए हैं. स्मॉल मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेज हैं जिसमें लोगों ने साथ में आकर सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स के थ्रू या कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज के थ्रू छोटे छोटे एंटरप्राइजेस को बहुत आगे तक लेके गए हैं, जिनकी बड़ी अच्छी ग्रोथ इंडिया में दिख रही है. एग्रीकल्चर में कोऑपरेटिव्स का सबसे ज्यादा इन्वॉल्वमेंट दिखता है कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में कोऑपरेटिव ने बहुत कुछ किया है. सो हम लोग देखते हैं कि बहुत सारे डेवलपमेंट इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर हैं और बहुत सारा काम कोऑपरेटिव्स में हुआ है, जिसमें से हमें जो सबसे ज्यादा दिखता है वो दिखता है प्राइमरी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. एज वी नो दैट इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज कैन बी क्लासिफाइड और बांटी जा सकती है तीन चीजों में, कि तीन तरह की इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज हम देखते हैं. प्राइमरी मींस वो एक्टिविटीज जो इन्वॉल्व हैं एक्सट्रैक्शन से, प्रोडक्शन से और नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज पे काम करते हैं, जैसे एग्रीकल्चर है, दैट इज ए प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी. फिशरीज है, माइनिंग है, डेयरी फार्मिंग है, means where the primary resources is used or where the natural resources are used for some kind or exploration of the natural resources take place, that is the primary way. Cooperatives are much there in India in the primary business activities or economic activities. Means वहाँ पर नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज पर, रिसोर्स एक्सट्रैक्शन पे, रिसोर्स के प्रोडक्शन पे कोऑपरेटिव्स के बहुत सारे काम है, जिसमें फार्मिंग सेक्टर की सारी चीजें आ जाती हैं कि वो मीन्स उपज को उगाने से लेके उसके सारे कामों तक कोऑपरेटिव्स इन्वॉल्व है, यानी कि बीज के डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में कोऑपरेटिव्स है, कल्टीवेशन में कोऑपरेटिव्स हैं, फर्टिलाइजर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में कोऑपरेटिव्स हैं, चीजों को प्रोड्यूस को खरीदने में कोऑपरेटिव्स का इन्वॉल्वमेंट है, उनसे प्रोडक्ट बनाने में कोऑपरेटिव्स का इन्वॉल्वमेंट है. सो कोऑपरेटिव्स आर मच इन्वॉल्व द प्राइमरी बिजनेस, सॉरी, एग्रीकल्चरल और वी कैन से द इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. Similarly, if you see the history of the secondary activities, you will find the cooperatives there. Secondary activities means those converted the produce of the first or primary sector into the produce or the next level, means manufacturing parties. Manufacturing means industries are there. So we have the cooperatives in the cotton farming, or then we have the textile mills, or we have the mills for the spinning. So we have, मतलब हमारे पास उस तरह का सिस्टम है कि जहां पर प्राइमरी कोऑपरेटिव्स के प्रोडक्ट को मैन्युफैक्चर करने के लिए सेकेंडरी लेवल की इंडस्ट्री में भी दिखता है. बैंकिंग सेक्टर या दूसरे तरह के सेक्टर वहां पर दिखते हैं जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, जिसमें बहुत सारे इस वक्त मिल हैं, जिसमें बहुत सारे एग्रीकल्चर एग्रो प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट्स हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसी चीजें हैं जो एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट को यूज कर, जिसमें आटा बनाने वाले, दालें पैक करने वाले, या फिर अलग अलग तरह की चीजें बनाने वाले, या हाउस होल्ड कंज्यूमशन की जो चीजें हैं उनको प्रोड्यूस करने वाली बहुत सारी फैक्ट्रीज है. सेकेंडरी सेक्टर इज ऑल्सो हैविंग लॉट ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव इंटरफेस. But what about the third sector of the economy that is majorly focused on the service sector, or where the services are the major concern? So if you see the third aspect of economic activities, means tertiary activities of the economy, where the transportation, services, trade, banking, and modern days there are so many new things are there in the name of the economic activities. Because why I am saying this, क्योंकि एक मेजर कंसर्न ये है कि आज की तारीख में जो सबसे बड़ा पार्ट है इकोनॉमी में या किसी भी कंट्री की इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज में, जो सबसे ज्यादा, और स्पेशली अगर हम इंडिया की बात करें, तो थर्ड सेक्टर इज कंट्रीब्यूटिंग इन ए लार्ज वे. मींस तीसरे सेक्टर का सबसे ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन है हिंदुस्तान की अर्थव्यवस्था में. लगभग 56 से 58% जो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज हैं वो केवल थर्ड सेक्टर में हो रही है, जिसमें सर्विसेज हैं, ट्रेड है, या और दूसरी B2B activities and lot of things. Means major activities in economics are happening, or economy is happening from the third sector. But what is the role of the cooperatives in the third sector? That is the big challenge. Means if we identify it, how we will get a future of the cooperatives, then we have to work on it that cooperatives must indulge in the third type or third sector or tertiary sector of the economic activities, means where the services and other kind of the activities are there. So we will find the certain things in this sector, but still the cooperatives are not much available there or actively involved in the third types of the activities of the economy. So if we'll go for the India's cooperative scenario, or what is the happening, or what is the present situation, or what is the Indian system in the cooperatives, then we will find this kind of the scenario. Cooperatives have a legal recognition in India, having the laws for the governance of the cooperative. We have the so many legal provisions, means it is now in the fundamental rights. It is available in the डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द स्टेट. इंडिया के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में बहुत जगह पर कोऑपरेटिव वर्ड आता है, बहुत सारी जगहों पर कोऑपरेटिव्स की बात की गई है, चाहे वो राइट्स की बात हो, चाहे स्टेट की ड्यूटीज की बात हो, इलेक्शंस की बात हो, रिप्रेजेंटेशन की बात हो, और इवन अब तो और बहुत सारी जगहों पर कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम मॉडल को अडॉप्ट करने की बात आती है. सो कोऑपरेटिव्स हैव ए लीगल रिकॉग्निशन इन द कंट्री. They are doing well and they are much available and in pan India. But problem in the Indian cooperatives is in its concept, or its its way of working. That is the more problematic in India. Simply we'll see the cooperatives in India is started by the government efforts. Means ministries ने डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स ने, ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ने काम किया है, तब जाकर इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम डेवलप हुआ है. मींस इट इज नॉट came from between from the people. It is started from the governing means efforts, कि बहुत सारे ऐसे efforts इंडिया में किए गए कि ये वाला काम कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर के थ्रू कर लेते हैं. मान लीजिए we want to improve the production of the milk, then okay we will take this sector in the cooperative model. So हमारे यहाँ जो cooperatives है उसको इस तरीके से डेवलप किया गया है कि उसको गवर्नमेंट ने अपने एक मॉडल या अपने टूल की तरह उसको डेवलप किया है, नॉट बाय द पीपल्स वॉलंटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. अगर हम यूरोप की तरफ जाते हैं तो वहाँ कोऑपरेटिव्स का डेवलपमेंट हुआ है लोगों के इनिशिएटिव से, लोगों के अपने एफर्ट से, या लोगों ने कुछ चीजें पाई कि उनकी कम्युनिटी को ये चीज करनी है, गवर्नमेंट का इसमें कोई रोल नहीं है, या इसमें प्राइवेट सेक्टर की एंट्री से दिक्कत हो सकती है, देन दे स्टार्टेड देयर ओन. तो कहीं ना कहीं कोऑपरेटिव्स जो स्टार्ट हुए हैं डिफरेंट मीन्स रीजन्स में और वर्ल्ड में, अगर हम देखें जिनकी सक्सेस स्टोरी बहुत ज्यादा, उसकी वजह ये है कि वो वॉलंटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. उनको लोगों ने अपनी जरूरतों के हिसाब से उनको इवोल्व किया है. बट इंडिया में क्या है कि कोऑपरेटिव की प्रॉब्लम ये है कि कोऑपरेटिव गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से आ रहा है. गवर्नमेंट वांट सर्टेन सेक्टर्स टू बी गवर्न बाय द कोऑपरेटिव्स. So they become, and there is a bureaucratic models, there are the red tapeism, there are the problems in the planning कि अगर आप पूरे इंडिया के लिए एक ही तरह का मॉडल डेवलप करते हैं, एक ही तरह की चीजें डेवलप करना चाहते हैं, तो शायद वो सक्सेस ना हो. इसीलिए कोऑपरेटिव्स में एक बड़ा उलझन भरी चीज हिंदुस्तान में देखी जाती है, जिसको मैं अपने ये मेरी अपनी मेथोडोलॉजी है, इट मे नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड एनीवेयर और पीपल विल नॉट बी एग्री ऑन इट, कि इंडिया में कोऑपरेटिव्स का ईस्ट वेस्ट डिवाइड दिखता है. मींस अगर आप इंडिया के ईस्टर्न पार्ट में हैं तो आपकी कोऑपरेटिव को लेकर एक अलग तरह की समझ डेवलप होगी, एक अलग तरह की चीजें आप देखेंगे कोऑपरेटिव में. और वहीं अगर आप इंडिया के वेस्टर्न पार्ट में हैं, वेस्टर्न पार्ट मींस कहने का मतलब है गुजरात में, महाराष्ट्र में, इवन यू आर इन कर्नाटका और यू आर इन गोवा और some other parts of the western region of the country, then you will find the cooperatives in a different manner. आपकी सोच समझ कॉपरेटिव्स को लेके अप्रोच, उसको समझने का तरीका बदल सकता है. कारण ये है कि हिंदुस्तान में पिछले 76-77 सालों में आजादी के बाद, या कहें कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इंप्लीमेंट होने के बाद से, जो सबसे अलग तरह की चीज ये है कि कोऑपरेटिव्स की सक्सेस अलग अलग रीजन्स में अलग तरह की रही है. कुछ लोग कुछ जगहों पर कोऑपरेटिव्स बहुत सफल रहे हैं, कुछ जगहों पर कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फ्लॉप हुए हैं, फेल हो गए हैं और बहुत बुरी कंडीशन में चले गए हैं. जैसे अमूल एक सक्सेसफुल एग्जांपल है, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश की पराग डेयरी एक बहुत अच्छी परफॉर्मिंग यूनिट नहीं है. इवन दे आर सर्वाइविंग वेरी हार्डली, दे आर सर्वाइविंग देयर. Even you will find Nandini is a better situation in Karnataka, but you will not find such kind of the cooperative organization somewhere in Assam or Bengal. So if you travel somewhere in Maharashtra, especially in Marathwada or some southern region of the Maharashtra, you will find in each and every market committee is governed through the cooperative manner. If you will find that so many cooperative banks are there, हाउसिंग सोसाइटीज आर देयर. मीन्स आप मुंबई में, पुणे में या नागपुर और विदर्भ के बहुत सारे रीजन में जितने भी आपको हाउसिंग सोसाइटी दिखेंगे, उनमें से ज्यादातर सब कोऑपरेटिवली गवर्न है या कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज की तरह हैं. वहां पर लोगों ने मिलजुल कर अपने कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम को डेवलप किया है. इवन मोर इंटरेस्टिंगली यू विल फाइंड कि इफ यू आर इन पुणे और नियर बाय रीजन और समवेयर इन गुजरात, यू विल फाइंड इन ईच मार्केट there is a cooperative bank, there is a cooperative society for providing the credits or providing the financial helps to the traders, or they have their means regional banks. Means it's very common in Maharashtra that people have the banks in means regional bank or bank for a particular market. Means every market have their own banking system. Means if you are in Nagpur, so there is a Dharampet bank, Dharampet cooperative bank. If the teachers are there, the Shikshak Sahkari bank. Means every group, every interested group have some kind of the cooperative initiatives in their region or for their well-being. But whenever you move to the eastern part of the country, if you are in Odisha, if you are in Bihar, if you are in Jharkhand, you will not find that much of the cooperatives or cooperative organizations. There are the almost either government or PSUs, government organizations or private organizations, but cooperatives are missing there. So I usually find it that India और भारत में ऐसा दिखता है कि कोऑपरेटिव जो है वो कहीं ना कहीं ईस्ट वेस्ट के डिवाइड में उलझा हुआ है. कि इंडिया में जो कोऑपरेटिव्स हैं उनकी स्टोरी ईस्ट और वेस्ट में जाकर गड़बड़ हो जाती है। इसलिए कई बार हमको कोऑपरेटिव्स में जब हम ईस्ट में होते हैं तो हमको लगता है कि कोऑपरेटिव कोई बहुत सक्सेसफुल चीज नहीं है, या कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल तो हम बहुत पहले छोड़ चुके हैं, बहुत पहले फेल हो चुका है इंडिया में। सो इसकी कोई खास चीज या इसमें कोई खास उपलब्धि नहीं दिख सकती है। दूसरी तरफ ये है कि इंडिया में जो कोऑपरेटिव का डेवलपमेंट हुआ था तो ब्यूरोक्रेटिक डेवलपमेंट से आया, गवर्नमेंट एफर्ट से डेवलप हुआ है, या फिर उसमें मींस उसको इस तरीके से यूज किया गया कि जहां डिप्राइव्ड एरियाज हैं वहां पर कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल लगा दिया जाए, लोगों का इन्वॉल्वमेंट बढ़ जाएगा, लोगों को एक्टिविटीज बढ़ जाएंगी कि जैसे गांव की जो चीजें हैं या रूरल में जो भी प्रोग्राम गए उनको ज्यादातर कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल पर डेवलप करने की कोशिश की गई कि इनको कोऑपरेटिव्स के थ्रू कर दो। सो कोऑपरेटिव नीड पीपल्स पार्टिसिपेशन। सो पीपल पार्टिसिपेशन वहाँ ऐसा था कि कोई भी किसी भी कमेटी का मेंबर बन रहा है, या जो उससे इंटरेस्टेड पार्टी नहीं है वो भी उस कोऑपरेटिव में पार्ट कर रहा है। मीन्स कई बार गांव में इस तरह की स्थिति भी हुई कि जिसके पास एक भी भैंस नहीं है वो कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी का मेंबर है, मिल्क कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी में वो पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है। एक ऐसा आदमी है जिसके पास कोई भी जमीन नहीं है, जो कभी खेती नहीं करता है, लेकिन वो कृपको का मेंबर है, कृपको की जो एक्टिविटीज है वो उसके थ्रू चल रही हैं, because it was handled or it was done through the government efforts. So वहां पर कोऑपरेटिव्स में काफी उलझने हिंदुस्तान में देखती हैं कि हिंदुस्तान में कोऑपरेटिव्स को शुरू करने में जो गवर्नमेंट के इनिशिएटिव्स थे दे आर पॉजिटिव इन सर्टेन सेंस, और बहुत सारी जगहों पर सक्सेस हुए, लेकिन उनमें एक विफलता की वजह ये भी रही कि वो गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज के बेस थे, वो लोगों की वॉलेंटरी चॉइस पर नहीं थे, उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट और उनके इनिशिएटिव्स पर बेस नहीं थे। That's why lot of in many places they were not get that much of success, but in certain places they are success. एक चीज ये है कि उसको टूल मान लिया गया कोऑपरेटिव्स को कि गांव का उद्धार करना है तो हमको हर चीज को कोऑपरेटिव वे में करना चाहिए। हाँ, गांव में कोऑपरेशन की फीलिंग होती है, बट they have the different understanding to run the enterprises. They will not run the enterprises in the parameters or the policy which were the government framed. So वहां भी कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हुए कि ये टूल नहीं है, गांव के उद्धार करने का टूल नहीं है। इट्स a different kind of the thing, it's a different thing. This should come from the people's initiative. Voluntary initiative का जो कंसेप्ट है वो कहीं ना कहीं वहाँ लूज होता हुआ नजर आता है कि इंडिया में इस तरह की दिक्कतें आई कि कोऑपरेटिव जो है वो एक ऐसे माहौल से डेवलप हुए कि जहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स ज्यादा थे। एक जो आज की तारीख में सबसे अजीब सी चीज कोऑपरेटिव्स को डिफेम करती है या कोऑपरेटिव्स के बारे में सबसे उलझी हुई चीज है, वो है कि कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स का बढ़ता हुआ एनपीए। कि कोऑपरेटिव्स बैंक हिंदुस्तान में लगभग अपनी टोटल एसेट का 11% एनपीए लेकर बैठे हुए हैं लगभग। मीन्स 2022 में ये सवाल पार्लियामेंट में पूछा भी गया था कि कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्ट्री से कि हाउ मच डेट इज देयर। सो रूरल एग्रीकल्चर बैंकिंग जो ये रूरल सेक्टर जो कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स हैं उनका एनपीए उस टाइम पर ऑलमोस्ट 11.75% था। और अगर हम इसको फिगर्स में देखने की कोशिश करें तो रूरल बैंक्स का जो टोटल एसेट, रूरल और अर्बन दोनों ही कोऑपरेटिव बैंक की जो टोटल उस टाइम की एसेट थी वो लगभग 5 लाख करोड़ के आसपास थी, और मुझे लगता है उसमें से 10% तो उनका एनपीए ही है। सो देयर इज ए बिग क्वेश्चन अबाउट देयर एनपीए कि उनके नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट्स बहुत ज्यादा है। कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स हैविंग अ बिग प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द बैड डेब्ट्स। उनके पास ऐसे लोन, ऐसे कर्जे बहुत हैं कि जिनको पे करने वाले नहीं है, जो सोसाइटी उनको प्रॉपरली नहीं कर रही। इट मींस इट गिव अ डिफरेंट पिक्चर अबाउट द कोऑपरेटिव्स। मींस कोऑपरेटिव इंस्टीट्यूशन या कोऑपरेटिव बैंक से जो लोग पैसा ले रहे हैं या जो उनके साथ काम कर रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं उनकी फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन खराब है, या फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस का गलत उपयोग कर रहे हैं, मिसयूज कर रहे हैं। उसकी वजह से भी कोऑपरेटिव्स को कई बार एक मींस चैलेंज देखना पड़ता है। इवन देयर वाज ए रेगुलेशन और एक बिल पास करके गवर्नमेंट को बोलना पड़ा कि कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स विल बी रेगुलेटेड बाय द आरबीआई, और आरबीआई विल मेक द न्यू गाइडलाइंस फॉर देयर ऑपरेशन। सो उस तरह की बातें आई हैं। दूसरा एक जो सबसे खराब पार्ट है कोऑपरेटिव्स का इंडिया के एक्सपीरियंस में, वो ये है कि कोऑपरेटिव्स बिकम अ प्लेस फॉर द पॉलिटिकल एंट्री और पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस। means there are the role of the cooperatives in different kind of the elections. cooperatives elections में participate करने लग गए हैं, उनकी बहुत जगह पर उनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन इंश्योर हुआ है। कोऑपरेटिव्स को बहुत सारी जगहों पर रिकॉग्निशन मिलती है, या
Sneha ma'am? Sneha?
Yes, sir.
Sneha ma'am, I think some issue is there because it is not audible. Sir is not audible. Just check once.
Yes.
Just check. Members are requested to intimate whether they are able to hear Madhukar sir or not. Just mention in the chat box because at our end we are not able to hear sir, Madhukar sir. My request to members, please intimate whether they are able to hear Madhukar ji. Ma'am, are you there?
Sir, I am here only, sir.
Just see to it, ma'am. Just speak to sir. In the meanwhile, I'm taking up. Good afternoon to all the members. By the time sir comes again, so at least I can address all of you. So first of all, thanks a lot for coming over and attending this session. At institute level, we are trying our level best to have good coordination with the cooperative departments so that our members can venture into various areas related to the cooperative sector. Till date, we are already there in few states, 4 5 states we are there, but we are trying that we get into more and more states. For that, we are having certain sessions. We have conducted already few programs, and for the first time ever, we conducted the international. We celebrated the International Cooperation Day on 6th of July, if I'm not mistaken, last month. Wherein our all council members, almost all the council members and members from International Labour Organization, member from you can say speaker from United Nations, they also participated and they guided our members also. One thing we can see so far as cooperative sector is concerned, we are practically in for the new things. Now the way topic has been taken up. Madhukar ji, I think he has come. Madhukar ji.
He's trying to connect, sir.
Okay, fine, not an issue. In the meanwhile, I can take care. So one thing we can see that we at the institute level for it is for the knowledge of all the members at the institute level, we are approaching almost all the different states and we are trying to get in touch with the ministries of different states so that we can get in touch with so that we can convince them to include our members also in the panel or wherever it is possible, and if any change in the act is required, that is also done. We are going in for all those things. I'll be requesting my members to just get in touch with the cooperative sector organizations in their areas, try to guide them. We had a lot of discussions with the ministry officials and with the other training organizations, where we could find that in specific areas, the cooperative members are lacking, and that is with regard to the training, which is one of the 7 principles as conveyed by Madhukar sir. And our institute is trying to just ensure that in this area we can make inroads and we can guide the members, our cooperative members. For that, I had already conveyed that we have already entered into an MOU with NCCT, and wherein we had various programs in association with NCCT, which is an parent body of which is a parent body of you can say ICMs, Institute of Cooperative Management across India. So one thing is that. Second thing is that I hope you can see the results of the efforts of the institute and council and cooperative development board that recently recommendations have been made in the new committee report with regard to the inclusion of the cooperative sector for the purpose of having a good costing framework. And let me tell you one thing frankly, because even after having detailed discussions with the various cooperative sector specialists, we have come across that uh, costing frameworks are not presently in vogue in the various cooperative sectors. So we whenever we go and have discussions with the various persons who are concerned with the cooperative sector, they tell that okay, we are moving on to we that they are aware of the various accounting aspects, taxation aspects, but when they talk about that about the you can say costing area, they said okay, nothing has been implemented so far. Whether Madhukar sir has joined or not. Madhukar sir, whether you have Kimi ma'am?
No, sir, he hasn't joined yet, sir. He's trying.
He is
Actually, there's a
trying.
technical glitch at his end. He's unable to get that network, sir.
Okay, fine, not an issue. Let me tell you, let me make it aware to all the members that even when we spoke to the ministry, spoke to the various organization with regard to the report of the committee which was formed for the purpose of reviewing the costing framework in India, wherein you can say officials of the rank of joint secretary and above, 11 officials were nominated, and they had various meetings, and after that they came out with the you can say report on the costing framework. Uh, in that, with regard to that, where we presented, me and Kimi ma'am also went to the ministry, went to the another cooperative sector organization also. And we are happy to inform that they gave very good positive remarks about the costing report and specifically recommended again. On the one hand, that report recommended for inclusion of the cooperative sector with regard to the costing records implementation. On the another hand, the organization which is into the training government organization, it also recommended for the implementation of the costing system for the cooperative sector. This is one thing. Apart from that, one more thing is there that when we had discussions regarding some imparting trainings to the various members of the cooperative sector, we were told that so far as compliance mechanism is concerned, that is not you can say foolproof in the cooperative sector. So we are working on that. We will be, you can say, helping the cooperatives in that sector also. And wherever required, because our members are available across India, where and they will be helping the cooperative sectors over there. One more thing which I would like to bring to the knowledge of all the members over here who are attending this program. It is with regard to the creation of a subgroup at the Cooperative Development Board, because cooperatives is a primarily a state subject, and all the states have different cooperative state acts, wherein the you can say we are requesting for entry of CMAs. We needed the support of the local members over there, so we sent a request to all the respective regions and respective chapters where in the capitals of the states, so, to nominate two persons on the for the subgroup, and they have some of the chapters and regional councils have already nominated two persons. Now we have compiled a list. We'll be sending letters to them, and so that they can help taking the initiatives of the corporate development board to a further level. I request all the members to just get in touch. 41. Padmaji, you have mentioned not audible. I hope I am audible. Am I audible or not? Just 4-5 minutes. Okay, Devaraja Swaminathan sir. Namaskar, sir. So, Avinash ji has asked, may I have your introduction? So, I'm sorry, I started off straightway without giving my introduction. I hope, in fact, Kimi ma'am had to give the introduction first and then I had to chip in. But somehow, because of the technical snag, I took over immediately. Uh, I will just give you my brief that I'm the CMA Navneet Kumar Jain, a practicing cost accountant and Central Council member of Institute presently. Right now, I'm heading the Cooperative Development Board of the Institute. So I hope this suffice, Avinash ji. This is a very, very brief profile of mine. Uh, Balaji has asked, are there any efforts for in Telangana state? Please, Balaji. Balaji, certainly we have sent the request letters over there, and we have Murthy sir over there, our Center Council colleague. So he will be taking up the things further with the ministry over there. We already had a discussion just 1 or 2 days back with the chairman SIRC also. He was here. So we will be going ahead over there. Uh, Already represent. Let me tell you frankly to all the members who are present over there. Uh, Thanks to Kimi man who drafted all the letters, and letters have already been sent to all the state governments, and follow-ups are being made on a regular basis. It is not that we simply send the letters and sit idle. After the letters, follow-up letters are being sent, and not only follow-up letters are being sent, but also calls are being made also wherever possible. We are trying to straightway get in touch with them, seeking the appointments over there so that our members can go visit them and explain what is happening around. Good afternoon, sir. I hope I am audible. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Avinash. So whatever the queries are there, I have answered. In the meanwhile, members can just post the queries, whatever they have. I'm coming back to the topic, our this topic, empowering communities, the future of small scale cooperatives in a sustainable development. I was just searching through when we thought of this idea. Okay, let us discuss on it. It is not primarily, one can see that it is not primarily related to the cost accountants, what we will do, but it is entirely different scenario. No, in the slides you could have seen that what is there happening, that in the cooperative sector, specifically in the banking sector, in the slides Madhukar sir has explained that more than 10% of in rural and urban cooperative banks are NPS. NPS are increasing. There our role comes in, and for that we are definitely approaching the cooperative sector entities that they can make use of the CMS. When we talk about sustainable development, it means it is not only that we have to survive only for a shorter time. The organization need to survive for a longer time. Any organization can survive for a shorter time, taking loans, spending loans, sustaining through the loans, but that cannot last forever. One day or the another day, the entity will certainly close. We have seen many cooperative sector banks going for a bust. That is, you might have seen recently in Mumbai, one cooperative bank collapsed, and few of the another cooperative sector organization collapsed. One very good example was given by our Madhukar sir with regard to the three cooperatives. One was Amul. Everybody is aware of Amul. IFCO is also a very big organization. One more cooperative is there. That was Nandani. Both are successful, but when they talked about Prague, definitely Prague is very old cooperative sector, but it has not. You can say made up. It has not come to the front in a very good manner the way another organizations have come up. there we need to see that these type of organizations, how can we support these organizations? One more thing I would like to tell you, because we had entered into an MOU with the NCCT. We had entered into an MOU with the NCCT, the main body, training body of the Ministry of Cooperation. And after having detailed discussions, and his earlier secretary, Mohan Mishraji, you might have seen him in our few sessions earlier. So it was decided to see that how can our members become part of their Institute of Cooperative Management. And luckily a proposal was made and it was accepted, and then thought that okay, we some of the members have been recommended to be become part of the you can say some sort of managing committee over there. That is that we have already taken up the, you can say, this matter with the concerned officials. Let us see what happens. We are trying our level best that our members get connected with the cooperative sector. Uh, it is a very big sector. 30 crore lives are attached to this sector. 30 crores. So if it is such a big sector, why we have been left behind? 8 lakh cooperative societies are there. And I have rarely seen any of our members who are working in the cooperatives. Very less members are working in the cooperative sector. Very less, very few. Sometimes we come across few members. Recently, we met with one member who was a CMD of a cooperative sector organization. Advisor, financial advisor of NCTC is our member. And still we can see very few members are there who are working in this sector. And I request my members to grab this opportunity. Whenever any opportunities come in the corporate sector, they can join over there, because future seems to be good, because these particular sectors need the services of cost accountants, and till date what we have seen, the cost accountants are not in this sector, and this is we must try to get into this sector, either as an employee or as a consultant or as an auditor, maybe whatever might be the area. You can see Maharashtra is a very good example, which is it consists of which is taking the services of the CMAs. In Maharashtra, there are different type of audits, and cost audits are also applicable in the Maharashtra. I think some of the specific cooperative sector societies. So they are taking they have a separate, they empanel the cost accountants for conducting the cost audits of the cooperative societies. Same thing, we would like that these things get implemented at the central level also. So I hope look, we can do sincere efforts, and let us see when these things do happen. Recently we visited the Ministry of Cooperation, and we had given the certain representation over there with regard to the CMs, and then we were asked various queries and with regard to why should the CMS be included, why not, and we had explained each and everything. No, things are under process. What happens we can't say, but yes, we are trying our level best. My request to all the members that whenever any member gets the chance, please try to get connected to the cooperative sector societies. And recently, yeah, one very good thing I just wanted to tell you. Recently, the way I told you, on 6th of July, we celebrated the International Cooperation Day, and wherein we had invited ILO speakers from ILO, International Labour Organization. So she had conducted the session very well, and after that, after these sessions are over, a few days back we got a call from ILO that they need the services of a CMA who is well versed in registration of societies, so that he can take up certain few sessions in southern parts of India. and we had to search for that person, and we have recommended few members. Look, these are the efforts which we need to make, and not only at the CDV level, but at the level of each and every member. We need to support the cooperative sector. If we support the cooperative sector, irrespective of one thing, that whether our name is there or not, if you have to advise our organizations for accounting purposes, for compliance purposes, for GST, for income tax, there is no such requirement of having a CMA in the act. There is absolutely no such requirement. But at least if we get connected with them, slowly and gradually we can start getting the work done. So my request to all the members, please ensure that wherever you are located, try to get some sort of connection with the cooperative sectors. Institute is will be helping you out, and if anybody's, we have already planned a few big events, mega events in the various states. And if you feel that okay, in your area, some program can be organized where many cooperative societies are there, we can go in for that also. We are also planning to have, sorry, my this session, because sir is not there and I'm not uh, ready with the full topic. So I'm talking about whatever the initiatives the Cooperative Development Board is taking and is planning to take. So we are planning to have a few, you can say, visits to the cooperative sectors, cooperative sector organizations, societies, cooperative societies, so that we have a first-hand feel of how do the cooperatives work. And let me tell you that before going ahead with that, I personally had a visit where in the cooperative sector bank in Karnataka, because we had one program over there, and there it was all the directors from the ICNs were there, and there we were asked to have a first hand feel of how the cooperative banks work. And we visited one bank, and I was really surprised to see the profitability of that bank. It was really amazing, and the way it had grown. On the one hand, the bankers are going down, and on the another hand, the banks which are cooperative banks which are well managed, they are, you can say, going up and up. So I will take up a few more things later if required. Kimi ma'am, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Kimi ma'am, just you
Yes,
can
sir.
brief. You can brief. What about sir? Whether because sir's
So
session is.
actually, he has some serious network issues. He is unable to connect. Even his mobile is not reachable at the moment. So
His
we are
mobile is
unable to
also not.
connect with him. Yeah.
Okay, not an issue. Let us try. You, if please tell them about the initiatives and tell them about the guidance manual which we are on, and we can invite the suggestions from them on that. You can just discuss on that also. Thank you, ma'am.
So actually, we have got a call from Madhukar sir. What he's informing is there is a heavy rainfall in the place where he resides,
Okay.
and the network has gone down. So he's helpless at the moment. He'll not be able to join this session. So we
Okay,
can probably reschedule this session. I would like to apprise the members as an action plan of the Cooperative Development Board. What we
Yes.
intend to do is we need to do at least 2 webinars every month, so that we can keep a touch base with the members and make them give them more knowledge about the cooperative developments in the cooperative sector. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to reschedule the session of sir in the first week of September. That is how we can do it, sir. And
that is okay, but ma'am, my request to you, if possible, just share the we have that you already have that one now. This guidance manual which we have prepared draft, that is draft. We can share the index of that with the members who have joined, and we can invite some suggestions from here only. Members can write to you so that if any modifications are required, because not so many members, approximately 150 members have already joined. So if they can guide us, so this is a very broader group and many persons might be from the cooperative sector. They can guide us, and already it is there. So you can just, if possible, if it is on your system, just try to display the first sheet so that we can have a discussion on that.
Yeah,
That
you'll
this
have
is
to
the
give
way
me,
we are
you'll
going.
have to allow me a few minutes for that, sir. I'll
Yeah,
just try
yeah,
to do this.
yeah, ma'am. So for the knowledge of the members,
Manual है हमारा, to the audit manual.
Kimi ma'am, please put yourself on mute. Kimi ma'am. Yes. So for the knowledge of the members, uh, we have come up with a few things. We had come up with the firstly CMA Cooperative Digest, which is a quarterly magazine wherein we ask for the articles from various members from the cooperative sector specialists and bring in over there. The very first cooperative digest was inaugurated by the Secretary Ministry of Cooperation in his chamber. You might have seen that also in the few of the photos which were published on the institute site. After that, apart from that, we had come with the special additions. Whenever we have any program, we come up with a special edition. One edition was there when we had a program at Dehradun. That was a state level conclave, and it was a big success at that point of time because persons from the ministry, from the registrar of cooperative societies, senior cooperative officers, everybody had joined. Then we had, you can say, two programs with PhD Chamber of Commerce, and wherein we had come up with their knowledge partner, and again we had got our digest cooperative digest released then and there. So these are the things which we are undertaking. Uh, Look, one thing as a practitioner and as a member, I know that we as a CMA need to touch upon the various aspects in the social arena. It is not only that we will restrict ourselves to only and only to the corporate sector. We have to join the cooperative sector also if we want to have our you can say growth in all the sectors. Otherwise, we will get restricted only to one and one sector. That is why we are trying our level best. So over to you, Kimi ma'am. You can please just take the members through this thing. Kimi ma'am.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
actually, this
please.
is the guidance manual. This is the guidance manual on the cooperative societies. This is in a very draft stage that we have come up with. So this is to provide the guidance and an overview of to the members about the cooperative societies, the related acts, the related circulars which we get from time to time. And we have taken up the state acts also as a component of this. So I'll go through the index of this.
Just index, ma'am. Nothing more than that. Just index.
Yeah. So in chapter 1, so what we do is we have given the introduction, what is the background, what is the history of the cooperative movement in India, and what has been the background of development of this, the incorporation of the separate Ministry of Cooperation, what was the need, what is the vision of the government, and why cooperative is so important. What is the scope of cooperative societies? This we have done in the initial 2 chapters, which gives the introduction and overview of the, then third chapter we have all the definitions. In chapter 4, we talk about the Multi-State Cooperatives Act, which has come up recently with its revisions, of course. So it gives the procedure of the registration of the multi-state cooperative societies, the bylaws, and the various other provisions. This is the index. These are the components of chapter 4, which talks of the multi-state cooperative societies. This includes the privileges of the multi-state cooperative societies, the restrictions, how to wind up a society and all. In chapter 5, we have given the major state cooperative acts. Basically, if you go through the State Cooperatives Act individually, more or less of them are based upon these broad acts that we have summarized in chapter 5. So this is a compendium of the state acts. Then we talk of the primary agricultural societies. The computerization of PACs, which is a very pet project of the Ministry of Cooperation as of now.
Just hold on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. For the information of the again members, that ministry is very much concerned about the computerization of the all the cooperative societies. So they want that they should be organizations should be tech savvy. And this is a way during our discussions with the cooperative sector experts, we came to know this is an area for the professionals like us. We can get in touch with the organizations because they look. On the one hand, there is a pressure from the ministry that they should be they should become a computer savvy. There should be a computerization of the cooperative societies. On the another hand, it is very difficult for the cooperative societies who are situated, who are located in the far-flung areas, maybe in the towns, maybe anywhere else. It is very difficult for them to get the professionals who can assist them. So this is the area where we can do. And wherever you feel like, my again request to members, wherever you feel like that there is a concentration of cooperative societies in your area, do let us know. We will conduct a program. We will call the cooperative societies over there. We will have a program that all the members get some sort of benefit out of it. Over to you, Kimi ma'am. Kimi ma'am, over to you.
Yes, sir. So in chapter 8, what we have summarized is the PACs and what are the initiatives of the government Ministry of Cooperation for PACs. In chapter 9, we have come out initiatives taken for other cooperative societies. So this relates to the credit and non-credit cooperative societies. In the fishing area, all the initiatives that are being taken by the cooperative societies. Chapter 10 is basically on the accounting of cooperative societies. Chapter 11 is on the audit of cooperative societies. As you all may know, there are 4 states where we are already recognized for doing the audit work of cooperative societies. And we are very hopeful very soon we'll get some good news from other states as well, as we are in an advanced state of talks with them. Chapter 12 is something we'll keep on updating from time to time because it gives the all recent notifications and circulars related with the cooperative societies. Similarly with chapter 13, which gives important Supreme Court judgments. Chapter 14 is of the conclusion and recommendations, and chapter 15 is the forms and formats, the registration formats, forms for members, section 8 company formats and all. So we request all the members, this is the index part. If you have any feedback regarding this manual or whatever your feedback is, in case of any improvements which you would require, any other component that you would like this manual to be a part of, you can write to us in the chat box. So this is one major initiative of the Cooperative Development Board, and very soon we'll finalize this document and we'll make it available for members. So we have this one question from CMA Devarajan Swaminathan, sir. He's asking whether this is available for sale or for download. Not yet, sir. We are in the process of finalization of this document, and very soon we'll make it available to our members. We'll definitely inform all our members regarding this. So I'm putting the email ID of CDB team and my own ID in the chat box. In case of any suggestions, any improvements, any feedback on the manual or any other initiative of the Cooperative Development Board that you would like to communicate to us, you can write to us on this email ID.
Sorry, one member has specifically requested for this copy of this. At this stage, it is difficult for us to share this copy. Rather, whosoever you can say, Avinashi has given one very good suggestion. Can we add roles of CMA in this draft? It would have already been added, Avinash. So, but still we will go through that, and if it is not added, we will incorporate that. This is really a good suggestion. We can share, the persons who are interested, they can mail their, you can say, uh, they can send their email IDs to the Kimi man. She will share the index of that with you, and I'll request you to please guide us also. Let it be a participative thing. We always talk about cooperation, cooperative ministry. We should have a cooperation in making this particular guidance note. I will request all the members to please guide us so that we can have a very good this manual which can be referred to by the ministries across different states. This is what our intention is. Balaji, you are asking my request to members, please feel free. I'm a Center Council member. You can raise the question on the chat box because luckily we are having time. If anybody wants to raise any question, please feel free to raise the query. Balaji has asked that from Hyderabad, sir, can we expect any tax audit for CMS, please? Look, sir, I will not be giving any type of force to anybody, but one thing I can tell you that council is working towards that. We are having discussions on it also, but we will not give any type of false hopes until unless the things become the reality. That is the only thing I can say. My request to you, feel free to please, we can wait for 2-3 minutes for more and more questions. Please make use of this time and raise your queries with regard to the anything, not only related to the cooperative sector, with regard to anything, because as a council member, we know we are aware of various things. Yes, one more thing I would like to make all of you aware that now peer review process has already been implemented by the institute. The members who I'll request the members to apply to the institute to become a peer reviewer. The persons who are having experience of minimum 10 years in practice, they can become a reviewer. So they can apply, become a reviewer, and review the processes undertaken by the another practitioners and suggest them. And if any practitioners are there, I'll request them to apply to the institute so that your firm gets peer reviewed. Peer reviewed firms get some sort of benefits while having the wherever the numbering systems are there with regard to the standing of the firm. Also for the SEBI certifications, only the peer reviewed firms can go in for that. So my request to you, please ensure that if you are a practitioner, your firm gets peer reviewed at the earliest possible. This is the only thing which I can say.
So in the meanwhile, since we have members of the cooperative societies also joined this webinar, so I would request them, in case they want any topic that may be dearer to them or they feel that we can be of help to them, they can write the topic of the next webinar session that they want, and they can put it in the chat box for us.
Yes.
So we'll definitely take a note of it and try to arrange for it.
So any other query? So we are really happy to see the numbers that despite having a very short notice, more than 150 members joined. We are really thankful to them that they have spared their time to have an interaction with us. Please always feel free to get in touch with us straight away. My details are already with you at the institute website also. I'm CMA Navneet Kumar Jain, your council member, center council member. So with this, I think we can close the session. If anybody wants to ask any question, please feel free. Otherwise, we can close the session today. Kimi ma'am.
Yes, sir. So actually, we regret the inconvenience caused to you all due to this bad weather and because our facilitator, Mr. Madhukar Sharma, could not join in. We'll definitely
Rejoin,
schedule
ma'am.
his session.
Ma'am, he has already, you can say, taken at least half of the session he had conducted.
Yeah. So, but still, since he could not complete, we'll try to reschedule the session very soon. And with this, we can close this session, sir.
Right, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot,
all for
everybody.
joining. Thank you all for joining.
Please keep joining.
Mm.